No more Section 8. The government just pulled the plug. Family, you already know what to do, and if you're brand new to, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe, and ring the post notification bell as well. If you're a tribe member, drop it below in the comments. Shalom to my family. Let's keep it going.
And bitches be living in a Section 8 apartment for years.
As long as I got life, I'ma stay on my Section 8.
Girl, you are old. Get out of there. Let the young bitch get a turn.
I signed up for Section 8 because who the fuck don't want to pay cheaper fucking rent? Like, be for real.
I feel like it should be mandatory that every homeless person receives Section 8 benefits.
Hi, my fellow people. And this is for the ones keep talking about get off Section 8. I have some reasons of why to stay on Section 8. Because one, ain't nobody asked us to go have these kids. And ain't nobody asked us to tell us that life was going to be hard back then. That it's easier now. So as a mother, I raised all my kids, and I raised them well. And they all are grown. And I'll be damned why it's time for me to live my life. I'm going to give my Section 8 because you choose to do the wrong thing by going out getting charges under your name, getting apartments under your name, and doing things that ain't had nothing to do with you under your name. So why I gotta give up my Section 8? Because I did all the right things. In the damn Section 8, ain't no more zero rent. Ain't no $5 rent. These people don't went up like market rent. So you think I'm gonna give up my Section 8 because y'all say I've been on it a long time? As long as I got life, I'ma stay on my Section 8.
These people act like they got a choice. If they say you got to get that Section 8 up, you got to give it up. They kind of bold, ain't they? I'm going to be on here for life. Once the government done, because the government is collapsing if you don't know it, hey, this is what you're living through. This is what you're witnessing. The fall of it. Once they're done, it ain't going to be no Section 8. Trust and believe. But we ain't got to talk about that right now. The government's still going. Section 8 is getting hit up, though. They kicking people off. And if they kick you off, there's nothing you could do.
Yeah, me, I'm still on my Section 8. So y'all get off that by you too old to be on Section 8. No, you too old to be talking about Section 8. Well, you build some apartments and some houses and say I could live there. Then I'll give my Section 8. Until then, leave me and my Section 8 alone. And you have a nice day.
And bitches be living in a Section 8 apartment for years. Girl, you are old. Get out of there. Let the young bitches get a turn. You done had about 37 years to get it together. It's a young bitch out there that needs to start her motherfucking life in your apartment and you won't move out. Get the fuck out.
Okay, so y'all just got a letter in the mail. I signed up for Section 8 because who the fuck don't want to pay cheaper fucking rent? Like, be for real. And I got told that we have completed our random computer-generated lottery for our December 2024 opening. Kissing has been chosen in a random lottery. Been placed on a following waiting list. And like, that's cool and all, right? Then it says, we hope to contact you within the next 5 years, but this is not guaranteed.
Yeah, that Section 8 waiting list is years. It's pretty much over with. If you're not already on Section 8, you got to wait forever. You've been and got your life together by then, I hope. Within 5 years. Within 3 years. Because that's how long you got to wait, about 3 to 5 years. If you're not on it, pretty much you're not going to get on it. Unless you're going to wait. And I don't know where you're going to be in the meantime, between time. I got family members that been on it since I've been a kid. I'm grown. I'm a grown man. They still on it. So I don't know. They was one of the ones that were able to get on it. And they been on it. Everybody else, it seems like you might not have no opportunity. I don't know. If so, you just got to wait them years.
What are we doing?
I feel like it should be mandatory that every homeless person receives Section 8 benefits. I really feel like they do homeless people so wrong. If it's so easy for the homeless people to go down there to the Medicaid office and get Medicaid, And if it's so easy for the homeless people to go down to the food stamp office to get food stamps and they can just get them a car and say, here you go, you can buy some food, they should have Section 8 as well. Like, why?
No, I agree with this one.
I want them to be on the street with nowhere to go. Where do you think they're going to put their food? They gotta have somewhere to put their food, right? Also, I feel like every homeless person need a voucher for their utilities. Like, how they gonna pay their bills? And I know everybody go through something at one point in their life, but if they're homeless, they should be able to get some type of temporary assistance to help them get up on their feet for at least up to a year. But if they're not in a better situation after that year, just take everything away. Because at that point, they don't deserve it.
I've been seeing these TikToks where they're talking about Section 8 and females on Section 8 and stuff like that. They're paying $1, $28, Well, I'm on Section 8, okay? And I'm paying $1,000. Everybody on Section 8 don't pay the same thing. It's like if you're not working, then you're not gonna pay anything. You won't pay anything. You'll get your utility check and stuff like that. But you got to manage your light bill and stuff. Now, I work. I have a good job, good pay, and I'm paying $1,000 a month. They pay their portion, but I'm paying more than what they paying. So, and I do not get a utility check. So, it just depends. Everybody's not the same on Section 8, and it's a lot of people. Some people that I know of, that I heard of, say, they wish they would have stayed because the utility is high where they at and the rent is high. Someone can manage it, but the utility is high. So everybody different.
If I had Section 8, I would be bawling.
No, you would not. Would you like to know why? Because assistance like that, it goes by your income. That person only has to pay that certain amount because they are barely making anything. A lot of people talk down on people on assistance because you guys feel the need to constantly compare and compete and all of that stuff. Because if you know that you have a nice job, a nice house, you live in a nice neighborhood with a nice car, why would you be mad about the person over here living in the projects? A lot of these things that you guys complain about has nothing to do with these people half of the time. It very much has to do with the government. People are so stuck on wanting to throw out the lazy word. Everybody's lazy. No, everybody is mentally drained, okay?
Looks like major changes may be coming to the subsidized housing program because Donald Trump has asked Congress to allow him to slash more than 40%, $26 billion from the Section 8 program and institute new rules that adults who do not have disabilities will no longer be permitted to be in the program more than 2 years. And homeless experts are already concerned about this, increasing the rate of homelessness because the rent prices have gone so high and people's income are not rising as quickly as these rent prices are. I think many of us do believe that this system has been broken. There are needs for changes. Personally, working with seniors who are 80, 85-year-olds, waiting to get an apartment for 2-3 years, having to live in shelters because there are able-bodied adults holding these certificates is an issue.
Yeah, I feel like Section 8 should start with the elderly. They should keep them on there. And as they start doing the cuts, those that are able-bodied and working or able to work, then those should be the people that they got to check, see what's up, do a check-in, see if they qualify or if they don't, if they should be kicked off or not. But don't cut the seniors. Let the seniors stay on there. I feel like they deserve it. You 80, 90, what can you really do? You can't really go get no job, man. You already put your work in. You already put your time in.
Into these programs and you are a young adult, it should not be a lifetime plan if you don't have a disability or you're not a senior. This should be a 3 to 5 year program at tops, where you come in, you get in training, you get employment, and you start building yourself up to where you can start contributing more to your life until you are totally responsible for your life. Too many people are using these programs as a whole lifetime plan,
I agree.
right? And it's inconsiderate of the people like the seniors, like people with disabilities who truly need it. So, you know, no disrespect to the people that use these programs, but they are not lifetime programs. They are to be used for the time you need them in their life, and then you get off of them.
Yeah, some people have made it a lifestyle, living in poverty, living on Section 8. Some people on Section 8 and they're not in poverty, but they've made it a lifestyle of living off of government assistance to the point they don't even want to get off of it no more. They comfortable. They like it. You see at the beginning of the video, some people are defending it even. They defending Section 8. Come on, people. We got to do better. We got to want more for ourselves. We got to want better. You move out of the hood and you move somewhere nicer, you don't want to go back to the hood. You don't even want to be around the hood people. Make that the new comfort. Get comfortable in a better environment. That should be the goal. Let's level up. Let's progress. Let's build something. Let's build generational wealth and let's pass something down.
You need them again, just like unemployment. You get unemployment when you're unemployed, not while you're working. All right? Have a good day.
It is now mandatory for anyone on Section 8 to be removed if you have had it more than 2 years, with exceptions.
Thanks, Donna. The White House announced new Section 8 eligibility restrictions. More details from the current administration are expected Monday.
Look, stop comparing the working people on Section 8 to the ones that don't work. And we're not talking about disability people. We're not talking about SSI people. We're not talking about veterans. We're talking about those ones because, yes, I'm very aware that there are ones out here that just extremely lazy and don't want to work. But that's a small percentage. You have working people out here that are making minimum wage and need help. They need help. These goddamn jobs want to pay $7, $8 and shit, and then they want to charge you $1,400 for rent. Yes, motherfuckers need help. The fuck is wrong with y'all? They not giving out great jobs out here in this motherfucker. The corporate keep every motherfucking thing to themselves. Let's talk about that. While you're worried about people paying high-ass rent on Section 8.
You guys can be mad at me all you want, but Section 8 doesn't know that you just dropped $3,000 on your daughter's prom. I have a neighbor who has been on Section 8. Do you know that her portion of rent is $300 and change? Do you know that my landlord had to take her to court for eviction?
That's the thing, too. The people on Section 8, they kids' proms be extravagant. See, I ain't go to prom. If I did, I already knew I wasn't going to compare it to the people pulling up in the Phantom, people pulling up in Ferraris, helicopters, Balenciagas on their feet, Pradas, whatever, right? My people wasn't having that. I would have been the dusty, crusty. Mine wouldn't have been nice, you know?
She's got 3 kids in a 4-bedroom apartment. My landlord had to take her to court for eviction to get his money. She was like 6 months. You don't have $300? You don't have $300. Me, I'm paying just about $2,100 cash, no assistance. And I struggle too. You don't have $300? And it's not that a lot of these people don't have $300, it's just that they're not willing to pay it. They're not gonna pay it. Because it's the feast of the famine and they know that they have these systems to back them up. I know because I lived it and I did it.
To you people up here that's not on Section 8, not on public housing assistance, congratulations, okay? You got it together. You know what I'm saying? You did the dang on thing. You went to school. You got educated. I'm one person that do have education, okay? Did I graduate high school? I had complications in school? Yes. The answer is yes. Do I have some type of college education level? Yes, I do. Okay, I want to fast forward to this. Does not mean that I ended up making that type of money. You know what I'm saying? With everything going the way that it's going, and I'm speaking for the Section 8 issue that's going on where he's talking about no more Section 8, no more food stamps and all this other stuff, okay? I want to speak on that I do not get Section 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on Section 8. You know what I'm saying? I am on public housing assistance, and however, let me clear that up. it took a while before I even applied for public housing assistance because I'm in between jobs like crazy. I've been paying market rent all my life before anybody say, yeah, she just saying that because she on public housing assistance and she just doing that because she trying to milk the system for life. No, my goal was not to milk the system for life, but it did help me temporary because I will be moving. Let me put this on here. I will be moving back out and back into market rent apartments, okay? But there are some people, everybody ain't just passing through like me. There are some people that cannot afford like me to move off of Section 8, okay? I know people that got 5+ kids. They cannot afford that. And whatever choices that they made that was poorly, that is on them. Nobody is walking this earth is perfect, man.
Right.
It is some rude, ignorant ass people on here that's talking about, oh, I hope it get cut off. Really? Just because you living in your house and you making your little money and you know what I'm saying, you just mad that you never approved to get it.
This is the thing. People need to mind their business. Yeah, everybody's situation is different. Everybody got different circumstances. Now, wishing bad on somebody, hey, that's going to come right back on you. I'm going to just say that. But nobody should be worried about somebody that's living in a worse environment or just got less income than them. It's like the middle class really judgmental, and they really are jealous of those that don't have to go out and pay as much as they got to pay. But you got to understand, they not living in a good area like you are. She ain't saying nothing wrong. If you're using it temporarily, that's what it should be for, and you're doing the right thing. Everybody fall on hard times. I ain't gonna say everybody, but hard times do happen. Everybody one paycheck away from being homeless. So people need to humble themselves before they start speaking on others. I'm gonna just say that, and I'm gonna let her continue though.
Is that what it is? That you mad that they had caught a break and you didn't catch a break? Is that what that was? I got a problem with people like that. Just because those aren't my children biologically and I did not birth them, I do not want to see a single child put out their home just because my hardships in life as an adult. Just because I didn't catch a break. I had to pay market rent too. Okay, before, mind you, I only had this for about 1.5 years now. I ain't had this all my life. I didn't even know what that felt like, honey. I've been paying market rent, literally market rent all my life. Okay? But that don't mean just because I might be able to afford to manage because I'm a single parent woman that I'm going to wish that on somebody else to literally go homeless and get evicted with their children. You are so down low and ignorant.
That's true. And hey, them people that's wishing that, you better watch what you say, because when times get hard, those same people might be cracking you over the head so they can make ends meet or so that they can pay their rent. Because that's what's going to happen. What you think going to happen when homelessness increase? Violence going to increase. So you on your high horse thinking you better than everybody else, they might be coming to a neighborhood near you.
And I pray that those people that's saying all that, that's capping about that your marriage failed, that you have it hard in the mug and it keeps getting harder. Those are innocent babies. They don't deserve to be out there like that. Even if I'm not their mother, I don't care what decisions they mother done made in her life. That has nothing to do with me. I hope that them people that's relying on Section 8, them single mothers with those babies that's struggling in the poverty, in the hood. I'm fighting with y'all because I am y'all. I'm fighting. I pray that they don't get rid of that. Now, I do know that they're going to tighten up the requirements, but no, I'm one of them that I'm going to vote that they don't get rid of that, because not just for me, I'm voting that for people that cannot afford to for those babies. And you heartless people that's adults on here talk about that's what they get. That's what they get. Why you comparing your life to somebody else's anyway? Because you miserable. Because you stuck in a marriage that you ain't happy in. Wham, that. You stuck in a marriage that you not happy in, honey. And you...
Or working a job you hate. Might not even like your house, but you got to pay on it. Y'all seen during the pandemic that most people realize, I don't even like this house. It could be whatever reason, but you should be happy for the next. You shouldn't be wishing bad on nobody else. You shouldn't be comparing your life to nobody else's. You shouldn't be judging nobody. unless you're righteously judging them. That's different.
To sit here and go through all that, so you love to see somebody else going through it, because you know all the years that it was up, if you can get it, you would try to get it too. But you got denied so many times and you overqualified, so now you mad and you glad they taking it away because they never gave it to you, you ignorant maggot. Some of that. I can't stand some of y'all on here, man. Y'all make me sick. Y'all don't care about nothing. I don't care what's going on in this law and in this world. If I can take in a child, I'm going to take that child in. If I can. And it's a shame, since you bragging that you ain't got Section 8 and you ain't got all that, why ain't you opening your door? We in times where we need to be coming together the most. Why ain't you doing nothing about that and opening your door?
She preaching. You ain't taking nobody in. You ain't helping nobody out. But you speaking down on them. But you ain't sending them $1. You not providing no opportunities. She got a solid point. I'm rocking with her. Preach, auntie. Tell them. She said them kids ain't got to be her. She's still going to take them in. Now, I don't know if she's speaking on adoption or I don't know what she's speaking on, but that's solid. She didn't relay that. But clearly, she got a good heart.
Listen, what the color of the child is. So you gonna sit here and watch a child starve and be homeless? You gonna wish that for real? Ain't nothing in your life gonna go right. And I hope your husband black both of your eyes like a panda.
Yo, auntie was preaching on that one. I hope she humbles some people that's watching this. See, even me, I didn't know that some people work and be on Section 8. I just always knew about the people that had no income or they had low income. I didn't know about the people that are working a job and still are qualifying for Section 8. They just get a lower amount allocated to them. I didn't know about that. So I got humbled even myself. I just know about my family members that's on it, you know, and the people like them. And they've been on it for a while, and even some of them abusing the system. I've known about that, those that are abusing the system as well. So I learned something new. Maybe y'all learned something new too. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think about this video, family. I appreciate you for watching. Peace into my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.